verset i horizonte kimen oiver. Das verset i horizonte kimen in zapasot me mir gnimen oiver. In zapasot me mir gnimen oiver. Av de grüne Wälder in Felder oiver. Av de grüne Wälder in Felder dorten liegt der gehargeter Söller oiver. Dorten liegt der gehargeter Söller oiver. Kimt a Vögel und ze fliehen oiver. Kimt a Vögel und ze fliehen av sein Kever rot zurin oiver. Av sein Kever rot zurin oiver. Oi, die Vögel fliegen schwind oiver. Oi, die Vögel fliegen schwind und sog der Mammen, ich bin gesehnt, oi wei. Sog der Mammen, ich bin gesehnt, oi wei, oi wei. Kim der Vögel zu fliehen heim, oi wei. Kim der Vögel zu fliehen heim und treff die Mame treurig stehen, oi wei. Treff die Mame treurig stehen, oi wei, oi wei. Wo je weinst die getreie Meter, oi wei. Wo je weinst die getreie Meter, ihm ist finster und dir ist bitter, oi wei. Ihm ist finster und dir ist bitter, oi wei, oi wei. Das verzete Horizont gekimen, oi wei. Das verzete Horizont gekimen, in Zapas hat men ihm geniemen, oi wei. In Zapas hat men ihm geniemen, oi wei, oi wei.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's start to read the English. Marsha, can you read it, please? Marsha?
Die ist nicht da.
This nicht do?
Ja.
It was a moment ago. Okay. Henrietta?
Songs of grief and lamentation for fallen soldiers proliferated during the First World War in almost every European language. The author of this Fortsequent Jor, the year 1914, is unknown, but musicologists like Ruth Rubin believe that it is an adaptation of a Ukrainian ballad. It appeared in the 5-volume anthology, a Yiddish Volkslieder, that was compiled by Moshe Yakovlevich Beregovsky, who is the head of Jewish folk music research at the Department of Yiddish Culture of the Ukrainian Academy of Sciences. His research field trips yielded more than 1,000 Yiddish songs. The songs were published with the help of the Yiddish folk writer Itzik Pfeffer and was published in Kiev in 1938 by the Soviet
Meluche Verlang für die nationale Minderheiten in the USSR.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of long words.
Government publisher. Go
Yeah.
on. For national minorities in the USSR. Okay, thank you, Henrietta. Janet, you can read? Janet, you're not there? Okay. Cookie,
I only want to read Yiddish, please.
you want to read Yiddish? Okay.
only
Okay,
Yiddish.
no problem at all. Okay. Bonnie, please.
Berezovsky was arrested in 1949 during the anti-Semitic campaign against rootless cosmopolitanism. His department was closed and he was deported to the Irkutsk region, but he survived and returned to Kiev in 1956. Pfeffer was one of the 13 Jewish writers murdered on Stalin's orders in 1952. Sidor Belarsky was born in Ukraine in 1898. He graduated from the Leningrad Conservatory of Music and sang with the Leningrad Opera. He came to the US in 1930. He toured and performed internationally and recorded dozens of Yiddish songs. At his death, he was a professor of music at the Jewish Theological Seminary. There are many, many versions of Das Verstinte Jor. The song is sometimes called Auf de grüne Felder und Wälder, on green fields and forests.
Okay. Do you know what, Bonnie? Go on, read also the Yiddish.
Das Verstinte Jahr is angekommen, oi wei. Das Verstine Jahr is angekommen. In Zapas hat man mir genommen, oi wei. Und Zapas hat man mir gekommen, oi wei.
No.
Genommen. Okay, so can you translate it or Maurice will help you?
No, I better let somebody else translate. Thanks.
Okay, Maurice, please.
Das 14. Jahr ist angekommen, Oive. The year 1914 arrived. In Zapas hat man mir genommen. Zapas is Army Reserves. They took me into the Army Reserves. Oive.
Okay. Cookie, yeah, that's Yiddish.
Auf die grüne Helde und Felder. Auf die grüne Wälder und Felder.
Dorten.
Dorten liegt a gehagete Zellner. Dorten liegt a gehagete Zellner. Let's see. On the green fields, on the Eiffelder. On the green fields, that's it for that line.
Velda is woods, forests.
Forest.
Well, oh, okay. Thank you. On the green woods and forests, on the green repetitive. Velda, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, the same thing. Then Dorten, there lies a killed Zellner. What does Zellner? A soldier. Soldier. Lies a dead soldier.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
Killed soldier. And Dortenlicht, it's repetitive.
It's repetitive, so.
yeah.
I see that, just a moment, Cookie, I see, if you can read also the next one, but I see that Elaine raised her hand.
Yeah, I thought it was in the green woods or forests and fields. Felder,
Yes,
isn't
that's
that
right.
fields? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Okay, can you continue to read, Cookie?
Yes, I'd love to say. Kommt a Vogel uns fliehen? Kommt a Vogel uns zu fliehen? Auf sein Cave abzuruhen? Auf sein Cave abzuruhen. So now a bird comes flying and he goes to his nest, apparently to rest.
No, cave is the grave,
Or the
the
cave?
soldier's grave.
Soldier.
Oh, a soldier's grave to rest?
Yes.
To rest, a soldier's, a cave. Oh, I knew
Cave.
it meant cave, but I thought for a bird it would mean the nest. That's
No,
why.
no, the bird is getting a rest there.
Ah,
Can you say which is the soldier?
Zellner.
Zellner, but no,
Okay.
soldier is this one, Zellner,
Oh, Velned.
Zellner. That's
Yeah.
a soldier.
I thought it was Zellner.
Zellner, yeah, that's it, Zellner.
Okay, can you just go back for auf sein Kever? What's up to rest? Up to
rest.
ruin.
Right.
To
The
rest.
word ruin by itself means to rest, and
Rest.
up to ruin is also to rest.
Yeah.
He's flying and he stops at the soldier's grave to rest from the flying.
Okay, Narunski, Maurice,
A soldier kann man echt sagen Soldat.
a soldat, yeah,
right.
yeah. Okay, Ken Sleinen? Ah, you're muted suddenly. You have to unmute yourself.
I don't think he knows you're talking to him.
Maurice, we are, Narunski, we are
Okay.
good, now. Line,
Oi. Okay. Oi, die Vogel fliegen geschwind.
Geschwind.
Geschwind, ja. Oi, die Vogel fliegen geschwind. Und sagt der Mammen, ich bin gesinnt und sagt der Mammen, ich bin gesinnt. Okay. And the bird flies geschwind. Was ist geschwind?
It's fast. He's telling the bird, fly fast.
Fast?
Geschwind. Oh, du Vogel, not die
Right.
Vogel.
Oi du
Oi,
Vogel.
du Vogel, yeah.
Right.
Listen here, bird, fly fast. Okay. Und sagt der Mammen, the mother? The mother
Yes.
says?
yes,
Oh, the mother of the
The soldier.
soldier. Okay.
Yeah.
Sagt der Mammen, ich bin gesinnt, I am well.
Right.
And repeats. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
okay. Can you continue? Kommt der Vogel?
Kommt der Vogel zu fliehen heim, and the bird comes flying home. Und trug die Mama treurig stehen. And the mother trug die Mama. Treurig is tragic or sad.
Treft. He meets.
What?
Second
Yeah, but
finds. He
Yes.
finds.
He finds the mother standing there, sad.
Oh, Stein, yeah, treurig Stein. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay, and it repeats itself. Thank you. Thank you, Maurice. Okay, Anita, can you continue, please?
Okay, let's see.
Boschde.
Was schwer weinst du, getreue Mame, Mutter? Was schwer weinst du, getreue Mame, Mutter? Him is winter und dir is bitter. Him is finster und dir is bitter. Was, Jane, weißt du, why you cry?
Yes.
Get sad mother.
Dear mother, dear mother.
Oh, getracht, ja, getracht. Dear mother, okay, was you weinst, cry, getracht, Mame. Him, he is dark, sad, winter, dark, and she is bitter. How do you say bitter?
Bitter.
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 Bitter is bitter,
Bitter is
no?
bitter.
So
Yeah,
what
and
it is?
repeats it. and-
Him is finster, is dark, and for her, to her, it is very sad or bitter.
Okay,
Those,
so go on,
yeah,
yes, go on.
those first ticket, first,
Verzente, verzente.
percent, your is angekommen, das first, and the your is angekommen. In Zapas, hat man him genommen. In Zapas hat man him genommen. So the first speaker, how do you translate that?
The 14 year, 14.
The 14 year came over, and he was taken to the Zapas, to the
Right.
To the
reserve,
reserve. To the reserve army.
to the reserve. Okay,
Okay, so the verzente year applies to 1914 to the
1914, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I see that
First,
two people raise their hands, so I see Elaine.
Can you just go back to, I'm not sure I understand. Im is finster und dir is bitter. I don't understand the
Maurice
grammar
will-
of it.
Maurice will
Right.
do it.
It's the Im is her son, the dead soldier. Im is
So
finster. He's
so
in
it-
blackness. He's not, he's in his grave.
So
Dear is
Im,
bitter, and you are bitter.
okay, so why isn't it air? Air is
It's
air.
right, because he himself is not dark. Im is finster means
Would it be
it's
for
darkness.
him?
It's
For
dark
him,
for him, right?
it's dark
He's,
for him.
he's surrounded because he's in his grave.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Rochelle?
I didn't
What is
understand.
him?
Okay, I did not understand it this way, and I don't know where my mistaken understanding was. I thought that the sun was standing over the grave of a dead soldier, that we have two soldiers here.
no,
No, it's one soldier, and it's the
Okay,
bird who's reporting
but
back
why is he telling him to report back to his mother that he's okay?
because he's trying to hide the truth.
Don't you care about your mother's feelings?
He's trying
Okay.
to hide the
I want
truth.
to
The
understand
bird
the
is not
song.
right.
Okay, so he is in the
Un-
grave. Okay, because I think the picture that you showed may have misled me because there was somebody standing over a dead soldier.
Yeah, I didn't pick that picture. and
No,
it's
no, no,
just a
that's,
generic.
Michael is playing
It's
with
just
the.
a
Okay,
generic-
so I think that's where I went astray. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
And if-
a
okay.
picture
What's
is worth less than 1,000 words.
What's the meaning of the word im?
Him.
To
Aleph
him,
Him,
Yud.
him,
to him,
him.
the world
What?
is black.
Him.
What?
Only Maurice.
To him, the world is black.
Oh, to
He's
him.
surrounded by
Okay.
darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Steve, I saw that you raised your hand.
Raised my hand because poor Alvin has been shaking his hand over there. And
Ah,
nobody's
okay,
noticing. Alvin, there's
I'm
in the
sorry,
bottom, in the
yeah,
bottom
so-
of your screen,
Okay,
there's
at the bottom, okay, yeah.
it says
because
reaction.
Okay, I didn't go
I
down.
sent you a chat about that.
Okay, good. Alvin, yes, please. Sorry, I cannot see you all the time, so yeah, okay.
Don't in the first two lines, shouldn't it say Vuzha?
Vosje, right,
Okay, all right, good, thanks.
right. That's Vosje.
Vosje,
but it's
Vosje.
Vosje. Right, it's pronounced
Vens
Vosje.
tu. Yes, you're right. Vosje,
Right.
vens tu.
Okay, so any more question or let's listen to it once again, get our depression for today. And
Das verset horizon gekimen oive. Das verset horizon gekimen in zapas op me mir geniemen oive. In zapas op me mir geniemen oive, oive. Av die grüne Wälder in Felder oive. Av die grüne Wälder in Felder, dorten liegt der gehargeter Selner oive. Dorten liegt der gehargeter Selner oive. Kimt a Vögel und zu fliehen oive. Kimt a Vögel und zu fliehen, auf sein Kiefer rot zu rien, oi wei, oi wei. Auf sein Kiefer rot zu rien, oi wei, oi wei. Oi, die Vögel fliegen schwind, oi wei. Oi, die Vögel fliegen schwind und sog der Mammen, ich bin gesehnt, oi wei. Sog der Mammen, ich bin gesehnt, oi wei, oi wei. Kim der Vögel zu fliehen heim, oi wei. Kim der Vögel zu fliehen heim und treff die Mame treurig stehen, oi wei. Treff die Mame treurig stehen, oi wei, oi wei. Wo sie wennst die Getreie mit der oi wei. Wo sie wennst die Getreie mit der, ihm ist finster und dir ist bitter, oi wei. Ihm ist finster und dir ist bitter, oi wei, oi wei. Das verzete Horizon gekiemen, oi wei. Das verzete Horizon gekiemen, in zapas hat men ihm geniemen, oi wei. In zapas hat men ihm geniemen, oi wei, oi wei.
okay, I saw that Rochelle raised her hand. Rochelle?
Yeah, are any of you familiar with Anthony Zvi Russell?
Ja, ich ben.
Yeah, he's amazing. He actually channels Cedar Belarsky. His voice is very much like his, and he's an African American who's converted to Judaism and has learned Yiddish and sings his sings Cedar Bilarski's songs. He was also trained in opera. Zvi Russell was also trained in opera. It's almost indistinguishable when you hear him sing. You can look him up on Google. He has
Again, repeat his name.
Anthony, I think on Google, on his entire name is Anthony Mordechai Zvi Russell, because he took a Jewish name when he converted. And
Can you write it later in the chat?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, and he got permission from Cedar Bilarski's daughter to sing and publish his singing of Bilarski's songs. He fell in love with the music and ended up a Jew.
Oh,
Okay,
amazing.
thank you. Just write it down in the
I
chat
will.
so everyone. Alvin, now I saw you.
Ja, ich habe eine Frage. Es ist geschrieben Mutter oder Mütter. In Jiddisch man sucht nur Mama oder Mutter ist Deutsch, nein?
Mutter is Deutsch, but as you know, there were many, many German words that were, I'm not even talking about the medieval period when German and Yiddish were very, very close. But in the 20th century, there was a movement to try to make Yiddish look more like German and sound more like German, because German was high culture. And so we've seen in many of the things that we've read that German words were absorbed into Yiddish, and it was called Deutschmerism. Some words lasted and some words didn't. So, but you're right, at home, usually it's the Mama, but maybe in some houses they actually said Mutter Getreie. I don't know.
Okay. Henrietta, yes?
Yes, I want you to know that the Arbitrary, the Workman's Circle, used to have yearly conventions. And Berleski came and sang for us at many concerts in the South, which was Georgia, Florida, Alabama. So we heard him personally and saw him personally.
Okay,
You know, I'm an old lady.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm in
thank you.
Argentina.
Thank you. Bonnie and then Elaine. Then we go to the
Yeah, there was one word, I think it was Upsalayan.
Upsaruin.
Upsaruin.
Ruin. The verb
Upsaruin.
Right, ruin by itself means to rest.
Oh,
and
okay.
Ruin also means to rest.
Okay, yeah, I remember it was earlier in there. I forgot it in 2 seconds.
Okay, okay.
Right.
Elaine, yeah, Elaine.
The word Getraya.
Oh, that's right.
You did tell me about that Getraya deer.
Devoted.
Is dear, devoted,
Devoted.
wonderful, Getreie. It's, yeah.
Okay.
Could somebody put that in the chat, how it is spelling?
What? Getreie?
Yeah.
It's devoted.
It's
Means
in the
devoted.
song. It's in the song.
It's in the song.
It's in the song.
Well, I know, but I don't have the song in front of me.
Okay, later.
Thank you.
Okay, later. Just I have to moderate here. Beverly, I saw you raise your hand. You're muted.
Yeah, Getraya means devoted. If you're Getrai, my mother used to say Getrai, it's
Right.
devoted. But I'll put it in the chat for you.
Thank
Okay,
you, Doc.
Put it in the chat.
With the English writing. I don't know. How do you say
Okay,
that?
That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
that's
What is
okay.
it called when you do that?
Okay, so put
What is
it in the
called
chat.
when you write?
Transliteration.
Thank you. Thank you.
Transliteration, yeah. Okay, guys, thank you, Maurice, for the song.
Sure.
I was kidding before. It's it's kind of bring up not nice memories for me. So yeah. What I want to do is for Barbara to talk about our Dritter Seder before we go on to the.
Okay. All right. Surely. Okay. So many of you know that we celebrate traditionally
a third Seder, a Dritter Seder. And this year, we have scheduled the Seder to occur on Tuesday, April 16. People take parts, those who wish to read selections from our Haggadah. We have our own Haggadah.
What time? What time?
Okay, so we usually begin a little bit earlier at 10 o'clock Central Time, and we finish about 12:30. We give that much time to us. Okay, and that will be, of course, this will be sent out in writing to everybody. Michael will announce this, and I asked him to link to our Haggadah in the newsletter. Mina would like to hear from you to know that you want a part to read. And then she will send your selection to you. And of course, when you see, if you go to the link and see the Haggadah online, you will see where it fits in. And would like responses as quickly as possible. There are a lot of people and of course, limited parts. I hope that as many people as possible will participate.
No, whatever, I fit everyone. If there are no more parts, I just create a part like I did last time. I create new parts. Yeah.
How do we let
you
know?
I don't
How do we let
them.
you? How do we let you know?
Okay, so Mina, do you want to receive directly people's responses? Wanted to come to me. You want me
to me? Yes.
Okay, so if you will respond to Mina, you know her email address. She sends something to you every week, and please write to her telling her that you would like a part to read in the Seder. Now, do you want people to respond if they don't want?
Well, why
to
don't you send out? Why don't you send it out all in email?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I'm
just
details.
telling you orally what I'm going to be doing in writing. Okay. All right. So
okay, and this is via Zoom, I assume.
Right. We're going to have a separate Zoom link for this, most likely. I don't know what Michael's deciding, but that's a possibility. Also, we do this in Yiddish only. We on the screen show. I believe I'm not sure that we show the English on the screen. Mina, can you remind me?
No. Everything is in Yiddish. There is no English in this.
Okay.
So
all right.
The PowerPoint is also in Yiddish.
Great. Okay. In the Haggadah, however, there is a transliteration of the Yiddish as well as the English translation of the selections. So that's pretty much the story. We've done this every year. In the past, we met at Beverly and Dave's home and had sat around the table and did this and had a light lunch, and we have good memories of that. But you know, in spirit, essentially, we're doing the same thing. And
so everyone should prepare a Seder plate, more or less.
If you wish to do that, that is great.
Nice idea.
That's fine.
Why not?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's lovely.
Barbara,
I drink to that.
I just want to verify. So you're in Central Time. So that means for us on Eastern Time, it's going to be 11 to 1:30 instead of 11:30 to 1.
Yeah. Right.
Not to 1:30. It usually takes, it's the same. Only it starts. It will be 11 to 1.
Right.
Okay.
But he may allow a little bit more time in case we go over. We just allow a nice amount of time.
Okay, got it.
But usually we don't go over. The last few times we didn't go over.
I'm wondering if we have, Barbara, do we have this whole thing online that we can send to people?
Let's discuss this not now.
Why not?
No, we have to discuss
class time. We're taking a lot of class time.
I believe that we do have a YouTube video of past Seders. I will check on that.
No, I mean the Haggadah.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, Michael's going to send a link in the newsletter so that you can people get to the Haggadah.
So you can do it in your own Seder.
Oh, of course, you could use it.
That you take these readings.
Absolutely.
For your own
we don't
Seder.
have a copyright. That's great.
Okay, so guys, Barbara is also going to send everyone an email. Please respond to the email, but to me, okay?
Right.
To me, and tell me if you are interested. The moment you are interested, I'll send you a part. Well, not exactly at the moment. Once I know how many people are interested, then I can divide the parts accordingly. Okay?
So that's basically instead of our meeting?
Yes, yes, on the same day.
Wonderful.
April 16, yes?
Only come in a half hour earlier, Cookie.
Yes.
Our time, Eastern Standard Time, 11 o'clock.
I don't do dishes and I don't do any cooking.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
My husband took care of everything, may rest in peace. I don't even know how to make a Seder plate, nothing. He did everything.
Okay.
Von der Mama? You didn't, Lance
Okay.
did.
Also, any question, any comments, please ask me. I will try to answer the best that I can. Okay?
I have one question. When we're reading the Haggadah in Yiddish, is it on the screen like we read?
Yes.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah. I will send to everyone his or her part, but it will also be on the screen. There will be a PowerPoint with the parts on the screen in Yiddish. Okay? Okay. So let's move on to the story. And this time we are moving to London. It's kind of, you know, a humoristic tale. And it happened, I think it's between the two world wars. And it gives us, you know, it's something just to, don't know, the in between, not so serious, but it also tells a little bit about the immigration to London. So let's start it. And I have to share the screen. Here it is. And I sent you a little, you know, a small biographical note about Kaiser. And his stories also appear there is a book that it's called Yiddish London, something like this, or I'm not sure, by Vivian Lacks. And she collected stories and translated them into English. It's a really nice book. And he has some stories also in the book. I don't remember exactly the name of the book, but it's something with Yiddishkeit in London or something like this. So the Nes Chanukah from London Bridge. Morty, please, can you start reading?
Can you make it bigger?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, more?
More. The
One
bigger
more.
the better.
Yeah, more I cannot.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
that's it.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, Morty, please. Morty, you're muted. That's why we cannot ask you. I hear you, sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Der Nes Hanneke von London Bridge, a Meise שהיה, wo sie sich verfallen mit Jerucham, sein ersten Hanneke in London, der zählt von ihm allein.
So Yerucham is a character that appears in some of his stories, because I read some of his stories and Yerucham keeps coming up. So
Like Reptevian.
Yeah, exactly.
Sind ihr der schon fertig mit eurer Meise? Will ich euch erzählen mein Meise? Mein Nes Hanneke, oder wie ich rufe ihn, der Nes Hanneke von London Bridge. So now you are done with your story. I will tell you my story. My Nes Hanneke, my miracle of Hanukkah, or as I call it, the Hanukkah miracle from London Bridge. Geschehen ist es mit Ayur 30 zurück. It happened about 30 years ago. Wenn ich bin akkorst umgekommen in London, when I had just arrived in London. Ich bin noch gewesen a greener. I was still a new immigrant, a greener. Hab ich du umgetroffen meine Landsmann. I found here one of my colleagues from my own town, שהיה Shaya der Holzernem. Shaya, the wooden.
Yeah, but
Fin
th-
unser
but
Stoliarski Klois.
Woodworker,
From
yeah.
the woodworking, yeah, woodworker.
Carpenter?
Yeah. From our woodworking association.
Mhm.
It is
What
given by
association?
unsere
Clois is not, Clois is a sheep, no?
Yeah, it's a
group or
she.
place. Could be close generally is an area of a couple of buildings maybe where there's usually also a shul.
Yeah,
Was-
Yeah,
didn't,
but it
it's
was, it was
based, I'm sorry.
in all the big cities and in the States too, there were often shields that were exclusively
Mhm.
by profession. You could have the cobbler's clothes and you could have the becker's clothes. And I think these are the carpenters
The
had
carpenters.
their own shul, a clothes.
There still
Stolia
are a
is a
bunch of
carpenter.
still are a bunch of them in the Schmata district in New York.
Right,
Lots of little shields.
right.
My uncle used to call them cottage factories.
Oy, oy. So, just a moment, Marty. Elaine, yes?
The word Stoljarsker.
Stoliaskir. Yeah, the carpenters.
The carpenter. Stolia is a carpenter.
Stolier is a carpenter,
But
and
this
these
is
are
a
the,
Polish-
Stoljer is a
the
so-
group
Polish
of
ad-
carpenters.
It's a
So-
Polish
so a
adjective
Holz-
ending.
Oh,
Stolia.
okay. The Carpenters Association. So what is Holzernem then? I thought that was carpenter. Just a
Oh,
woodworker?
No, it's just woodworker.
Holz is wood.
Okay.
So in this case, it would really mean woodworker or something like that.
It's his
Okay.
nickname, Shia dem Holzenem.
Ah,
Yeah.
It's
got
his
it.
nickname.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Okay.
I think Luisa has her hand up.
Louisa, yeah. Sorry, Louisa. Didn't see you. Sorry.
She's muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. So the question was, so would Clois be something like a guild?
No, it's a shield.
It's a what?
Clois is a little shul. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
the big shul. It's not the municipal shul. It's not
Okay.
the shul with the big choir. It's a little. It's like a
like
in
a
little house,
Heisela.
like in a private little
Thank
house.
you.
Yeah,
Cloister?
Heisela.
Yeah.
Like cloister?
No, no.
Well, it's related to the word cloister, but it's clearly not a cloister.
Is it like a
No,
stiebel? A
definitely.
stiebel?
Stibela, yeah.
A
Like a
stiebel?
stable.
Yeah,
Yes.
like stable, right?
Still.
That's the word.
Okay. I think, Marty, you can go on.
Okay. All right. It is given by unsere Stoliares a Baltfille, a Baltekie, a ganze Ruf. He was in our Carpenters Association, a leader of prayers, a blower of shofar, a complete rabbi. Mod bei ihm eingelegt die Schläuchen mit den Neduvim, mit den Nedunim
Yeah.
von die Stoliaris. He was in charge, they put him in charge of the donations given at the Shloshim at the 30 days after the death of somebody, and also the donations that the carpenters gave. Allein is given Drexler. He himself was a turner. I don't know if you know what a turner is as a carpenter.
Wood
Yes.
turning.
Yeah, wood turning. Yeah. Hat gemacht Fies. He used to make legs for the tables, obviously. Hat sie so lang gemacht, bis hat gemacht die Emisse Fies. He made them, so he used to make them for such a long time until he really made the real legs. Dem rechten Vayivrach, the real going away, escaping really, the real escape. it is in Sheinem Frühmorgen, Nellem geworden mit Hakol Bechol. One early morning, in a beautiful early morning, he disappeared with the whole package. Mit alle Schläuchen in Nedunen, mit als miteinander, with the donations for the Schläuchen and the donations of the carpenters, and with everything else that there was. Hat gar nicht übergelost. He didn't leave anything. Afele a Haar nicht. Not even a hair. Hat zurückgeschmissen. However, going back to it, hat etwas ja übergelost. He did leave something. Hat übergelost dem Nikolaiskie Soldat seinem. He left his Nikolaisky was the Tsar Nikolaev, his Nikolai's soldier, sein Weib, an Jidene, a lange, a harte, a tempe, an emesse Soldat, his wife, a Jewess, a tall one, a hard one, a tempe, I think.
Tempe, I found it to be a dense.
Yeah, a dense person, not kind, maybe.
Yeah.
An emissary soldat, a real soldier.
Okay. Thank you, Morty. I see that Susan raised her hand.
Yes, this reading is full of ironies using language, and I think when it says hat gemacht fies, that's a way of saying he was able to get out fast. He took to his feet very easily. And so then it's an irony. He made the feet for the table, and then he got out of there fast on his feet with the money. And there's lots of that all throughout this story.
Yes.
In that sense, I just want to add to what Susan said. No, usually when in Yiddish somebody refers to somebody else running away, od gelegt the fees of the places.
Of the places, yeah.
And this is throughout the story. You have these saying.
Yeah. And it's a very funny story, I must say.
It is a very funny story, yeah. He is a funny writer. I read many stories by him until I decided on this one. And he's a real funny one. So
what's Placer?
Placer
back.
The back.
Back.
The back.
So how does that?
He put his feet on the back and ran away.
It's an idiom. It makes no sense in English.
No, it makes no sense. It's an idiom.
Okay, but now I sort of can get it. Okay, thank you.
You got the picture. You got the picture.
Yeah. He put his feet on his back and ran. Okay.
Okay,
I think it's on his shoulders, isn't it? Plate seam or shoulders?
Oh, on his shoulder. Okay.
Yeah.
It may have some reference to taking your bundle or your pack on your shoulder and leaving, but instead he's just taking his feet and nothing else and running away.
Yes.
For shoulders, isn't it axle? Axle is the shoulder.
Yes. Plates is his back.
Is the back, on the back.
Upper back. Yeah.
Rafael, yes. Oh, Rafael, welcome back.
I just want to point out that hakol bakol in Hebrew is most likely hakol bakol in Yiddish.
Hakol bakol? Okay.
Hakol bakol, yeah.
And what does it mean?
Everything.
Oh.
The whole package.
The whole package, yeah. Okay, so we will need here a lot, we will need to understand a lot of idioms here, so. Okay, Elaine.
In English, you can say the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Okay. Wohin antläuft a Yid zu jener Zeit? In what direction can a Jew escape to another time, another era?
It's not where direction, to where? To where?
To where? Okay, to where? All right.
Site is at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, at that time. Okay.
Where could a Jew run to? I think is what it means.
At that time. Okay. Kein America. In America? To America.
America.
To America. Okay. Von Bremen is demult abgegangen a Schiff kein London und in London hat man sich abgestellt. From Brennan at that time, a ship departed for London and I settled in
No,
London.
and in London they stopped.
Oh, I stayed in London. Okay.
In London,
The ship
they stopped, the ship stopped.
Okay.
Stop.
Oh, the ship, it stopped. Okay.
So
Got it.
just a
got it,
moment,
got it.
Rafael, you want to comment?
No, I just accidentally left my hand up.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
What meant about Cain? Cain, was meant Cain?
To where? To.
Chief
And
Cain.
America.
To
and
to
London
America.
To America.
Towards.
A boat to America, to. Okay, Elaine.
Da hat man reingeguckt in die Augen und gesucht Trachoma. There they looked in my eyes and they looked in eyes and they looked for trachoma.
Everyone knows what trachoma is?
No.
Yeah, it's an eye
Yeah.
disease.
Yeah, but why was it so prevalent at that time?
I have no idea, but it was prevalent at the time, and I have no idea why it was decided that if you have this bacterial infection, you cannot enter the United States.
It was highly contagious. It's like pink eye.
Well, they were also looking for TB.
Oh, I had
Right.
that so often as a kid.
Yeah, but did they test for TB? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
if you were coughing, they would stop you, because there were no drugs for those things in those days.
Okay. Go on,
Hat man gefunden Trachoma, is man schon kein Amerika nicht verfahren. Had they found trachoma, I would right away not be able to go to America, travel to America.
Everything here is in third person. It's not first person.
Oh, so it would be one. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay. So had they found trachoma, one would right away not be able to go. Okay.
Exactly.
So okay.
Exactly.
It just felt very literary that way, but okay. Alle Trachomenikes seien da verblieben. All the Trachomeniks, all the people with trachoma stayed there, had to stay
Did
there.
you make up that word?
Trachomenikes.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Therefore, is doch England a Medina von Blois Trachomenikus. So England is obviously a country of only people with trachoma. That was funny. That's where I realized, the humor. Aber chutz die Trachomenikus seien da euch verblieben dem Melech Avions ähnlich. Die alle, was haben nicht gehabt, genug Form in Betele uns zu ziehen kein America. So this one, I need some help. But in addition to the people with trachoma, there remained there the grandchildren of the poor people from Poland. It was from...
not from Poland, of the very poor people.
Oh, okay, because it said something like Melech Avionis, it was an area of Poland. I don't know. They referred to people, they referred to the poor people as people coming, it was the people who fell under this name were people who came usually from a specific very poor area of Poland. That's what the dictionary said. So I don't know.
Region around Lvov.
Yeah.
Okay.
All who didn't have enough money. I don't know what
it's
them.
money.
All who didn't have enough money in their purse.
Yes.
purses, to come to America.
Yeah.
Unzuziehen.
Yeah, to
Unzuziehen? What's
To
unzuziehen?
continue to
Oh,
America.
to continue, okay.
Yes, Rochelle.
I think we have an idiom here also. I think fodder means thread, and they didn't
Yes.
have enough thread in their wallet or whatever to onzuziehen is to stretch out.
Yes.
To stretch out to the United States. So again, you have an
It's an idiom. It's an
and-
idiom,
and
yeah.
it's a funny little idiom. It's not literal.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you.
Okay. Rafael, can you continue to read, please?
Yes. Shaya is given von die Trachmoninikas. Shaya was one of these people suffering from trachoma. Die Augen sahen bei ihm nicht gewinn kein Leitische. His eyes were not proper, upstanding. Nor in ganzen genommen ist gewinn, wie ich habe euch schon erzählt, a leitischer Mensch. But altogether, take everything taken together, he was, as I've explained before, a respectable person. Is verblieben in London, so he stayed in London. In Arbeit is nicht gewinn Jedner. He wasn't so bad at work. Hat bald bekommen Arbeit bei die Stoljaris in Virginia Royd. He quickly got work by the carpenter, among the carpenters in this particular road, Virginia Road, I guess.
Yeah, Virginia Road. It's Virginia Road.
A place I don't know in London. All right.
No.
Probably
in the East End.
Most likely East End, yeah. Langober is beim Wahlstatt nicht verblieben. But he didn't stay so long at that workshop. Abgewen etliche Jahr in Virginia Road und sich bekommen mit dem Möbelhandel. Having spent a few years in Virginia Road, he got acquainted with
Furniture.
And when he became knowledgeable about the sale of furniture, is gekommen zum Seichel, he came upon the great idea, as es grönisch kein Tachlis, zu hubjeven bretter, that it's not such a great thing just to plain boards. Und a ganzen Tag herum bronzen in strotchines, and to do this all day long with that. Now, I don't know what this and that are. What's arum bronzen and what's their strongen?
I couldn't find. I tried, I couldn't find.
This is Karen. It's trudging around in sawdust.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So strotchines is sawdust?
Sawdust?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds Slavic.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
So anyway, he figured that was no tachlis. This was no respectable goal. This is a job for the frisch gekommene Behemoths. That's only a job for these cows who had just arrived. Wird werden a Möbelsucher. He rather would become a merchant of furniture. Geld hat doch gehabt. Of course, he had money. Weiß doch schon von wannen. You already know where from, I guess from a previous story.
No, because he took the money from the Nedonim and
he stole it.
Okay,
he stole
fine.
the money.
Yeah.
All right, so when he disappeared to America, this is
yes, he stole the money. Yeah.
Okay, so you already know where he got the money from. Is a Ravek Iber and Wasser. So he departed over the ocean, Iber London Bridge, across London Bridge. Maybe not at the ocean, but the Thames.
The Thames,
yeah. Wo hat der tapt a Shopkeller mit der Winde, where he had acquired a little shop with a show window, and hat sich dort geöffnet a furniture shop, and that's where he opened a furniture shop of weekly payments for weekly payments. Das Geschäft ist weg nicht zu versündigen. The business went pretty well. One shouldn't be sinful with one's speech against it. So it went pretty well.
Yeah, you can't complain. You can't complain.
Yeah. Hat überzeugen dem Nikolaisken Soldat seinem Zweib. He now überzeugen, he drew in, I guess, his Nikolai soldier, that is his wife, mit die Bonnem, along with his kids, dem ganzen Regiment, the entire regiment. Und alle haben sie damals gewohnt in die zwei Rubkes, and they all were living in the two little rooms in der back von dem Geschäft, at the rear of the business. Es ist gewesen eng, aber man hat geatmet. It was crowded, but they could breathe.
Okay, thank you, Rafael. Any question?
Wow.
So he didn't go very far, is what you're saying.
No, he just crossed the bridge, to another neighborhood.
Yeah, so we thought he went to America, but I guess not.
No,
So they're going to
probably-
catch up with him.
He probably lived in Whitechapel and he crossed the bridge to another, I looked at the London map and there is, the Thames is crossing Whitechapel from, and you cross to another area.
Yeah. The word getempt, you said breathe?
Geatmet. Geatmet, yes.
Atmen is to breathe. And so geatmet, breathed. Mahat geatmet, they breathed.
Das gappen dem Atem, Mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sagt man for furniture, sagt man mevel, in Sephardic sagt man mueble.
For what? Mueble?
Mueble. It's an international word. I think originally French.
In French, it's mueble.
It goes into German, it goes into Dutch, it goes into Yiddish, it goes into the Spanish. It's a pretty much international European word.
Okay. Mabel. Okay, Cookie. Okay, so now Bob, please.
Als Shaya hat mich da angetroffen. When Shaya met me here.
Can you put your cursor?
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Hat sich mit mir herumgehaft, wie mit eigenen. So he embraced me, and I translated it as if he was embracing himself. Like
No, with an eigen, someone that is close to him.
yeah, like him. Okay, yeah, he embraced me like his own, like someone is the eigenen. Und nachdem and after, wir hat abgenommen alle Größen von der Heim after we kind of exchanged greetings from home, hat sich auf mir eingesetzt. He insisted, as muss zu ihm kommen Hanukkah auf Latkes. This gewen for Hanukkah, and he insisted that I come to his house for Hanukkah for Latkes. After all, it was Hanukkah. Und mit ihm machen a 66. So is that like a 66th birthday or?
No. It's a card game.
It's a what?
A card game. You play cards. So it's like when you play 21. That's a little bit. It's 66, but it's a card game.
Is that like Pinochle? I mean, is that where did that game? What is the game? Is it a?
There are rules on the internet. I found rules on the internet, but I don't remember any of them. So, but you can find them. Maybe Rafael raised his hand. Maybe he knows how to play.
Yeah, well, I've never played it, but it's the same game as Pader Berneren. So if you can look up Pader Berneren, you'll find out what 66 is. It also, by the way, it could be a pun. 66 can also be a hernia.
Ah,
How come? How come? Really?
I have no idea why.
Oh,
That's
and it's
okay.
mentioned at the end of the story again. They bring up the Zex and Zexik.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But I found that there are rules of how to play it on the internet, so you can check.
Okay. Und nicht allein soll ich kommen, and I shouldn't come alone, but nor mit dir, but with her, mit meiner Rasha Gitteln, which I guess is his wife.
Yeah, the name of his wife.
Yeah. Ich, als ich hot 66 wer ich as ich her, yeah, as 60, when I heard 6 and 60 or 66, wer ich verzappelte, I get nervous. Nimmt wecht mich auf inmitten der Nacht und sagt 6. Wird schon kein 60 nicht dürfen sagen. When I woke up in the middle of the night and I said 6, I didn't have to say 60. I knew that was next. I knew it was 60. Verschlafener hate nimm ich schon Taschenkarten. Slumber or sleep came when I shuffled cards.
No. What? Sleepily, I start shuffle the cards.
Sleepily, okay.
While he's still asleep, he start shuffling the cards.
Right. Just by mir a Krankheit azar. It's a kind of sickness for me. Choiles?
A choiles.
And what is that?
Also sickness.
A sickness, yeah. Choiles, vimena, as one says.
Mine.
My wife.
With mine. It means here his wife.
Oh, his wife is okay.
It means here, mine is mine, but it means his wife. Like his wife is saying it's a sickness.
As my wife says, okay. Kalal, as Azoi is this verblieben. So it remained Hanukkah. Im
Mirza
Hashem.
Yeah, God willing. Hanukkah, God willing. Komm ich zu ihm und mir haben sie abgesenkt. And I'm coming to him, and we parted ways, or
yes, yeah.
And we said goodbye.
Yes. Okay, good. Thanks, Bob. Thanks. Okay, Barbara, can you continue?
Can you go over that abgesenkt? Is the derivation of it? I mean, or is it just goodbye and that's?
They said goodbye to each other.
Oh, thank you for asking me. I was just writing you. I have to leave to go to a meeting, another Zoom meeting. I apologize.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, Morty?
Yes, I just something just came to me. In the beginning, we talked a little bit about the expression Melech Evyoin.
Yeah.
I think in this case, it's really a take on a prayer in Musaf of Rosh Hashanah, which is called Melech Elyoin, which is king of the high places, referring to God. And in this case, it refers to the king of the poor people.
Of the poor people.
The poor. Yeah. So it's a take up on the wording. Melech Elyon and Melech Evyon.
Evyon. Okay. Yeah, I see that here we need a lot. We have to pay attention to the story.
Yes.
Okay. Mariv?
So can you clarify, he was invited to this guy's house and that night he had this dream. He
No,
hasn't
no,
gone.
no, no, no. No,
Has he
no
gone to the
dream.
guy's house already?
No. He was invited to play this game of cards. And
Okay.
he's explaining that even out of his sleep, if someone will say Zex, he will say Zerzik, and he will start shuffling cards.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
dreaming, but he says that in general, he likes the game so much that sleepily he can start shuffling the cards and
Okay,
play.
but he hasn't gone over their house
Not yet.
And
We
he
will
says,
see
and
those-
then when he says, and I'm coming to him and we parted ways.
I will come to
no,
him.
so
I
even
will. Okay, I
will.
get it. I get it now. Thank you.
Okay, Elaine.
I still don't get it. He's gonna come to him, and who parted ways with whom?
Because they just met and they did this invitation. So he says, okay, I'm gonna go to him, and then they leave. They go apart. They said goodbye.
Said goodbye.
But is this in his dream? Or
No dream. There is no
no,
dream here.
no. He
No,
agreed to come.
Okay, so the
And he
whole
said, and they said goodbye.
okay, so the whole other thing was not it happened. He's just telling us, that I love this game so much
Yes.
that all someone has to say is 6, and then I say
Right.
60.
Yeah.
So I said okay,
Right.
and then
So-
I left.
So
He
they
was
met,
with
they
this-
talked
No.
about getting together, and that sparked this thought about 66.
Got it.
And so he
got it,
decides
okay.
he's gonna go to the guy's house, and they go their ways.
Yes.
Okay, so why does he talk about his wife?
Because she will be a very important part later. And he says that the wife tells him that it's a malady. It's a Krankheit. It's a malady.
So
of
he's
his.
okay. So he's thinking all this in his head while he's still talking. I got it. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Okay. Karen, can you continue?
Als sie ist gekommen, Chanukka, haben wir sich genommen, Kleiben in Weg rein. When Hanukkah came, I began to we began to assemble and to leave for the road.
Again, to prepare to go.
Yeah.
Gott in Emerson hat meiner davon nicht gewollt wissen. Aside, although in truth, my wife did not want to know.
Did not want to know from it. Yeah, she didn't want to go.
Weil Herendik as Shaya wohnt über in Wasser, hat sie Meuchel gewähnt, alle Kibudim. When she, because on hearing that,
No, because she heard,
because she heard that Shaya lived over the water, she was afraid of, she was afraid of all the
No, Karen. No, at the Moichel gewesen, so she was ready to no. Levater, guys. How do you say levater?
Forgive.
Yeah. To forget everything,
all of the refreshments, the honors.
Yeah. All of the honors. All of the honors.
So even though she wanted it, once she knew that Shaya was involved, she
No, she didn't care about Shaya. She was caring that he lived over the water, that she has to cross the water.
Some other neighborhood.
Sind sie is in London gekommen, hat sie auf ihm, since she moved to London, I have to keep reading. Gekommen, hat sie auf ihm, auf ihn, gehat Abe's heart. I guess this means she did not, she was angry about the water, about the
She
sea.
was angry about the sea, yeah, since she came to London because they were coming by sea. They came from Hamburg to London by sea.
I apologize. I'm having some difficulty with this story. Sorry.
No.
Die Deutsche,
We are doing it together. That's okay.
thank you. Die Deutschen was haben euch geklärt, Bremen mit Ayam. The Germans who
Invented
or who thought up a Bremen with a yam, that's the port with a sea.
With a sea.
Port, hat sie gescholten mitten Revei. She cursed with the
Revius is four times, but does anyone know if it is an idiom or something? Yeah, the foil, please.
I expect that it's rivis, which means with percent. She cursed it with an extra added percentage.
Oh, okay, so not four times, not
I don't think
revius.
so. Yeah, I think it's maybe even a misprint. Rivis,
Rivis,
Talmudic, or
okay.
even in biblical means percent
Okay.
extra money that you get when you lend someone money, and it's forbidden.
Okay, so she cursed the Germans with Bremen and with the sea. Go on.
sie nor azoi.
Okay, just a moment. So, okay. Soll sei noch so? Okay.
Warfen Tate Sieser hat sie gewünschen, wie es hat mich geworfen. Well, it should only be such a to throw. Sweet, sweet father.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, she wished for them. I don't know. Threw me in.
So the way that I think warfen here is like, shudder or maybe throwing up.
Yeah, I think that it's like the sea is
the sea is
tossing her around on the ship.
But can it also be throwing up, Refoil?
Not as far as I know.
No.
So just okay,
I think it refers to the movement of the ship
of
making her dizzy and feeling sick and so on.
Yeah. And now afraid to go over the London Bridge because of that terrible trip with the water. So she's afraid of the water.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can somebody do the last sentence again smoothly?
Okay.
And notice the next sentence, which explains more.
Yeah. Soll sei noch azoi warfen, tate sieser, od sie sei gewünschen, wie es hat mich geworfen. So should they so move, dear father, but that refers to God. She
in the way that I was moved. I was
the way
shaken.
that yeah. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Rochelle, do you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. They haben
No.
eufen Weg
Sie
kein
hat.
Oh,
Sie
sie
hat.
hat auf den Weg kein London abgegeben, der Mames Milch und sind dämmelt, sind dämmelt, sie hört bloß reden von Wasser, bekommt sie Jamkrankheit. Okay, so she threw up mother's milk, which is an idiom because she was throwing up. And anytime she hears about water, she gets seasick. Ot umit.
Anumalt.
Say it again.
Anumalt.
Anumal.
Once. It's
Okay.
once.
Einmal. Anumal. hat man bei uns gerät wegen Wanne ist ihr nicht gut geworden. Once when they were talking about a bathtub, she got the
A bucket to throw up in.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, okay, guys, it's almost 12 o'clock, so we will continue this story next time. We stopped here at Yiddisdh, and we will continue from there. So, okay. It's kind of a humoristic one, but you know, it tells you a little bit about the immigrants to London, the way that they started working and just, you know, improved their economic situation, moved to another neighborhood, opened businesses and so on. Yeah. Marsha, yeah?
Is Rafael still here?
Usually by this time he's leaving because he has another group.
Oh, okay. Then I'll write to him.
Write to him or next time ask him, yes. Okay. Any comments, any questions, any stories?
Yeah, it's what they lived through when they came on the ship. And then every time they think of the water, they probably were in the lowest class. And every time they think of the water, they get nauseous.
They get nauseous.
It wasn't like a cruise.
The thing is here that they are going on a bridge. You will see later that they are traveling by bus over the bridge, but it's enough for her to know that there is water underneath to make her faint. So,
but he improved his
correct.
He improved his living by stealing the money from the organization.
Oh, okay, yeah, yes. Well, things like this happened as well. I guess that people did this, you know.
Yeah.
Happens every day, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard on the news, but a bridge collapsed in Baltimore.
Yes.
I know, terrible. Well, it was hit by a cargo ship.
Yeah.
In the night.
Apropos bridges, yes.
Yeah, I kept thinking about it. Terrible.
I just want to say this is a difficult reading, but that's because it's so rich in this irony and double entendre where, like he says, we know where he got his money from, you know, all this irony that it's very typical of when people talk, and we get to hear almost like how people talked. It's worth it.
Yeah. That's a way of writing.
I would love to have somebody just read the whole story smoothly through so that I could put it all together.
Yeah, it's got a lot to figure out and understand.
Yeah. So I completely missed the part where people are talking about how he got his money. So I want to go back to
at the very beginning. He
very
ran away.
beginning.
Remember, he made legs. And one day,
I know all that.
No, but you.
I know that. But you said, but then later on, when has the money to put into this business, you said people were talking about how he made the money. You were talking about the nuances.
They knew he ran off with all the.
Yeah, I just missed. I missed the nuances. That's all I was saying. Yeah,
there's a lot of nuances in this.
It's a lot of, but during the reading, you can stop us. You know, you can stop us, raise your hand. Raise your hand, stop us, and we can go over a paragraph or something. That's not a problem, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was, he was a big shot in the shul.
Yeah.
He was the Baal Tefillah, he was the shofar blower and blah, 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 the Rav, and he absconds with all their tzedakah money.
Listen, we had a guy a shul that I belonged to right in my neighborhood, and the guy that put on the new roof and who knows what. And shortly thereafter, he was in jail because he was a ganef from another real estate deal. And, then people talked, oh, but he put on the roof. I mean, you can't take the roof away. I mean, it's already done. But it was a big scandal.
Who was that? Milken? Was it Milken, the
Yes,
stole money from wherever and was very
well, he did.
gave
It
money
was
to
the fun. But the thing is, the way he manipulated stock bonds, I think it was. But his brother was also involved in it. But somehow his brother donated all that money, and there's the milk and who knows what, and the School of Music. And I'm not sure how the brother got away without also
But I'm just
going to
saying,
jail.
there were organizations that actually gave money back. They didn't want this tainted money. But it happens all the time. Well,
yeah, unfortunately, on a small scale and large scale. But like I said, I experienced it with this guy that was such a saint, and donated all this money for the roof. It was a very old shul.
Where was it? In Houston?
No,
in Philadelphia, in my neighborhood.
Oh,
in my neighborhood.
Okay,
the
guys.
shul I belonged to. I didn't know him personally, but I knew who he was.
Now I know why I don't go to shuls.
Yeah, he was a real estate ganef. So be it. Okay.
Okay, so I'll see you all next week. We will continue this funny story.
Okay.
I will try and find the name of the collection of stories where it appears. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Gesund.